All right, Mr. Chambers, ready for your vest test?
Yes, sir.
All right, what is the most important role a vested officer plays?
Keeping all of the badged and unbadged officers safe once they bring them out on a ride along and etc. like that, and then they got a bigger role in PD when they get the vest.
What do you think one of the primary functions of a vested officer is?
Sorry, I don't even know what that word means.
So, yes, you need to, you keep them safe when you take them out on 10-12s, but what are other things that the vested officer does when people are first hired that's very important?
Does their training? They get involved with the training, uh, RP trainings. They stand in the background, ride-alongs, um, taser exams, and driving tests and stuff like that.
All right, how many ride-alongs do they need?
5, but it's only two vested. It's only one vested officer could do 2 ride-alongs at a time.
Correct. Outside of the training that we do, what are some other important things you can teach them or show them?
Their macros, teach them and show them how to properly use their macros in like a dangerous situation when the vest officer is probably getting shot at. We probably tell the badged officer or the vested officer, or not, sorry, the badged officer or the non-badged officer, um, just quickly do the flobby chat. I need you to radio and saying shots fired. Give them the nearest location that you know and stuff like that, or get them used to the macros.
Okay, so what about, um, did you know how to use your body cam or book arrest in Discord?
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's important to teach that?
Yeah, it's very important to teach them how to use body cam and book their arrest, book them in properly.
Okay. What would you do if a lower ranking officer disobeyed a direct order you give them?
I would have that on my body cam, and I would send that to the higher ups.
Okay. Why is it important for police officers to follow state laws and server rules?
Because we are like the backbone of the city. It's very important for every officer to follow each rule carefully and the server rules. Because if you do not follow them rules, you could get banned, or you could get if you're in PD. For this instance, you can get reprimanded, you can get kicked out of PD, you can get put on the blacklist. So it's very important to follow each rule and serve rule carefully.
All right. Brian, do you need something?
Oh, my bad. I'm AFK.
All right, so go down to floor 0, bro, or something. Thank you. All right, let me see where I was here. What is the punishment for deploying a taser or firearm without proper warning or macros?
What is the proper? Can you repeat that one more time, please? 'Cause my volume is a bit low.
What is the punishment for deploying a taser or firearm without proper macros?
Sir, that's a reprimand. Not this like firing your taser when you don't need to, like in the green zone or something that you don't need to, and not posting macros. You can get in trouble for that and could fall into a reprimand.
What PD violation is it?
Is that PD5?
Yes, it is. Give me an example of RP 13.
So the one for RP13, that's releasing players from jail and basically know if they done something bad and you arrested them and they told you, oh, please let me go, I'll do this or do that, and you end up letting them go once you have fully arrested them and give them charges. That's dismissal and reprimands. Get kicked out of PD for that.
Yeah, can you give me an example that's not listed?
I did. I just said obviously arresting somebody, giving them charges and just letting them go.
Right, so
If they take.
give me an example that has nothing to do with somebody being arrested and let go.
Or that you being a higher up. So in this case, let's me be put into one of these higher up uniforms and going in. If one of my friends gets arrested and put in jail, I can just I can run over and let them out. You're not meant to do that. So basically, going into jail, people out.
All right, so listen, give me an example of an RP 13 that has nothing at all to do with being arrested. Not you, not anybody else. Nothing to do with going to jail, nothing to do with being arrested. I'm going to give you an example. As a police officer, I'm not allowed to handcuff you, then tase you. That would be an RP-13 situation.
Understand.
Now you give me an example.
So RP13 is me. Like yesterday, okay. When somebody gets tased and you just start shooting them once they're on the floor.
Yes. Was that you in the video?
No.
All right. Why is proper roleplay important during arrests and interactions?
Proper roleplay, because we're literally playing roleplay is better because it's more realistic for PD to do proper roleplay with civilians or gang members in the game, in the server.
Can you tell me the PD violation if you fail to do that?
PD 15.
Read PD 15 to me.
What does it mean? Roleplay is the act of imitating the character and behavior of someone who is different from yourself. For you being a policeman, imagine you are a cop in real life. For example, before arresting someone, make sure you say, I'm arresting you for this reason. You have a right to keep silent. Always say, sir, and please, and play a role of a policeman. Punishment, one warning.
All right. Read PD 16 to me.
2 warnings are equal to 1 reprimand. 3 reprimands means removal from the position of a police officer.
All right. So your PD rules are different, listed different than mine are. That's all right. So, what is the punishment for not having body cam of a situation when it's requested? So, if I said, hey, Chambers, I need your body cam, you say, no, I don't have it. What is the PD violation for that?
PD violation is 1 warning.
What PD rule are you breaking?
We are breaking PD 13.
So if I order you to give me something and you fail to do that, what PD rule have you broken?
PD 14.
What does PD 6 say?
Sorry, not following orders of supervisors in rank.
Right, that's the PD
Superior.
violation. All right. What could happen if you detain or imprison a suspect without proper cause?
So that's a reprimand.
Tell me the PD rule.
PD 2.
Correct.
And that's the dismissal.
Yep. What is the main responsibility of a vested officer during the hiring event?
To make sure the hiring event goes all good, nobody running in now, shouting, screaming. So they make sure everything's detained, all in order, and stuff like that.
What is the role of a vested officer after the hiring event?
To be on floor 0 to help out with the trainings and stuff like that.
Perfect. What is the responsibility of a unbadged officer?
The responsibility of an unbadged officer is to stay on floor 0 and not to go on any other floor, and just wait and ask in Flobby to, if they never done half of the training, ask ask the vested officers, could you take me on some training so I can finish, so I can get my badge, and if nobody's online, just do the MPs.
Perfect. What is the responsibility of a badged officer?
Responsibility of a badged officer is to go get another badged officer, do your arrests, patrol the cities, and make sure get your arrests in for your quotas, and to be at floor 1. Two badge officers be in the floor 1, because that's a very hot spot for trolls and stuff like that to be on.
All right. What's the arrest quota for a badged officer?
5.
All right. Can a unbadged officer go on a 10-6 by themselves?
No.
Who do they have to go on a 10-6 with?
Vested.
What about a badged officer?
No, unless if it's 2 badged officers.
All right. What is the quota for a vested officer?
5 arrests and I think 5 trainings.
That's correct. All right, man, I'm going to pass you.
I appreciate you.
Just, when you're doing these trainings for these guys, the first thing you want to tell them is that they're not allowed to go out by themselves. They need to get their training done and do those MPs in order to keep filling up their XP bar so they can get their badge sooner rather than later.
Copy.
So always try to be a positive role model. If you ever have questions, feel free to ask.
Copy.
All right, man. I'll get everything put in Discord so you'll be good to go.
Appreciate you, sir.